Fully drenched.
She fell in.
My feet are filling up with water.
It's so wet. Oh no. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's day 2. It's our biggest day yet. We have a 26-kilometre walk to our next campsite. The weather's going to be good today actually. There's not going to be much rain, so we shouldn't get too wet. Rain last night a fair bit, didn't it?
Yeah, it was nice to listen to it on the tent.
Yeah, it wasn't too cold. It was about 7 degrees, so we survived quite comfortably. Don't know how much I'm going to be able to film this next day because the battery charge and goes real fast. Anyway, so there we go. What are you eating?
Got some overnight oats. Better than Scott's Pop-Tart that he's about to consume.
Yeah, I disagree. The Pop-Tarts are the best breakfast going on the trail. Trust me. This is the Pop-Tart. Chocolate on the outside, chocolate fudge in the middle, and that's why it's the best breakfast ever. Hashtag nutrition.
We left Cubby's camp this morning and we're heading for the next campsite for lunch. It's been super easy terrain and we feel like we're actually out in the forest now, so we haven't seen anyone or heard anything. But we have seen 3 wallabies, which is very exciting. But Scott, every time he sees one, goes, "Oh!" and then scares it away and it bounces into the bush. So we haven't been able to capture any, but maybe one day. Maybe one day soon.
What did you see?
Scott reckons he saw a running duck. Maybe he saw that coyote thing from Looney Tunes.
Is it like, yeah?
No.
Does it kind of look like this thing over here?
Wait, you saw an emu?
No, that's too big. That was a lot smaller.
Maybe you saw a baby emu.
Oh, apparently I saw an emu. Never seen emus that small before, so I didn't think it was an emu.
Oh, it can be a baby one.
But he ran like an emu.
It looks like an emu.
It looks like an emu. It is an emu.
I don't think you said it was a running duck.
Running duck, that's what it looked like.
Ducks run. You just said a long-legged duck.
Bit dum-dum this one over here. Lauren, what's happened? What's happened?
Scott thought it was a good idea to lean on a limb that wasn't attached, and I said, we probably shouldn't do that. And then
That
he
one
did
there.
It, it worked.
It worked for me. And then Lauren goes, she fell in.
My feet are filling up with water.
It's so wet. Oh no, we should probably get you changed. It's alright, don't cry. It's alright, it's okay.
What to do?
You don't have to do it, we're just going to have to change it up.
I go toilet.
Okay, well, we've got to get through this bad area of this crap.
It's so deep.
I know.
Like, what's my bag look like?
No, your bag's fine. I don't
I
know.
fell in on my bag.
Oh no, it's just your legs. Alright, we better get moving. Lucky it's not like freezing. Oh no, babe, it's okay. You don't need to cry. Alright, let's go. Don't fall in. Rubbish. Salami on regular tortillas with some lollies.
Peanut butter and chorizo salami wrap. Ooh, diggity. It complements each other. It's good. I wrote, just had lunch, felt much further than 15 from Cubbies.
So we've just finished day 2, which is 26.5 kilometres, and it was pretty tough. You know, we got 13 days worth of food with us, and we're carrying about, I don't know, 14 kilos in tops. So it's pretty tough on the shoulders and the back, especially for the second day, like working our way into it and all that. But a funny story, Lauren, when she fell into the puddle earlier this morning, all her clothes got wet. So when we arrived at camp at about 4 p.m, we chucked her socks and her underwear on this table over here, and then we went to set up the tent, and by the time we got back, the underwear disappeared. I'm not too sure what happened. It might have been a possum. So we've been looking up the trees to see if we can find a little possum with the underwear. Wish us luck. No luck on the underwear up in the trees with the possum. So we'll call it a day, call it quits. We're tired, and so we'll get some rest and go to bed early, I think, and have a bit of din-din. And then we'll wake up early and got a 12.5 kilometre day, which is nice and easy. It's meant to pour down about 5 p.m, so we're trying to get to camp nice and early so we can set up and get out of the rain. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow.
We're here at Fitzroy Camp. This is the 4th camp in on the Great Southwest Walk. All of the camps so far have been the same. They all have a toilet, a picnic table, yeah, and a really good shelter. So the shelter has 2 walls, and they all have a map in the inside, and it also explains the camp that you've come from and the one that you're going to, so just how many kilometres it is away and what you're going to see along the way, which has been really good. So far we haven't been able to utilise the picnic table because they're quite wet, but yesterday we did try and start a fire. We're not very good at it, but it lasted for 10 or 15 minutes. There's lots of areas for your tent to go up, which is really nice, and there's also rainwater tanks at both the toilet and off the shelter, and so we've just been treating the water out of the tanks, and it's been delicious and nice and cold. So we've spent about 3 hours here already. We've gotten changed, got all our stuff drying, got the tent set up and our beds, so now it's time for miniature cards. We're playing a game called Magic and I'm winning.
Really? Look at the size of these cards. It's kind of hard to tell in the
this is my hand.
In the camera. Yeah, it's a good comparison.
Tiny. So we're going to spend the afternoon playing cards, make some dinner, and bedtime early, I suppose. The rain's going to come through supposedly tonight.
And that's why we haven't done much filming.
Yes, it rained on us all day today. Like that light sprinkle that's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And we have a 22 kilometre day tomorrow into Muleside. Yeah, give us a shot.
Hole in one. We're up to day 5 now. We're heading to Battersby Camp for lunch before heading a further 15 kilometres to Patterson's to stay the night, which will make it a total of 31 kilometres for the day. We've just entered the river section now, so we've got some more views. Probably the only decent view we've had in 4 days, which is good. So we've got the Glenelg River that heads all the way through into Nelson, which is really nice actually. We've got a guy we met at the campsite last night who's on his kayak. So he's kayaking from Dartmoor to Nelson for 4 days, so he's a good fella, and we've been spotting him here along the river. But he's not around at the moment, he might be in front of us, but all is well. The weather's pretty good today actually, it's windy, but it's not raining, which is good. A bit of sun, which is what we needed because we had drenched, still a fair to soaked, but all in all, we're having a good time.
We've just arrived at Patterson's camp. We came from Muleside this morning. It was supposed to be a 17k walk into Battersby for lunch and then a 14 kilometre walk here so we could set up. And now we've done 38.6 kilometres, so the distances are a bit out as we knew, but we didn't realise it would be that huge. The campsite here is really nice. It's along the water, as is the other 3 have been as well. And the terrain has been really nice to walk in away from the forest in a different part, which has been really good. and we saw a sleeping koala. We saw an emu with a baby emu. We saw lots of wallabies, some with joeys. We also saw a kangaroo with a joey and a stumpy-tailed lizard, which scared us quite a bit, thinking it was a snake, but luckily that guy had some legs. And so it's been a full day of wildlife and so much walking, and now we just can't wait to eat dinner and go to bed, I think. We have a 20k day walk tomorrow into Nelson, and then it's town day, so food galore, hopefully.